finally, this hour, a scary fan fest kicked off today at the Florida Fairgrounds, the State Fairgrounds in Tampa. Spookala. The convention brings together stars of scary movies and shows, and this year they have cast members from The Boys, Scream, even the original Gremlins film. Tickets start at $40 a day or $65 for a 3-day pass.
Spookala is also helping with hurricane relief. For everyone that donates at least $50, they will give you a Gremlins poster signed by Howie Mandel, one of the stars who will be there tomorrow. 100% of the proceeds will go to the Florida Disaster Fund.
Oh, that's really nice. You know, with all that everyone has been through in the last week, it's a good chance to kind of relax, but know that you're helping.
You're helping too.
Yeah. Well, stay right here. The Fox 13 6 o'clock news starts now.
You don't really reflect on it until like later on, but in the time, it's just one rescue. All right, sober. On to the next one.
Now at 6, they came to the rescue of those who chose to stay. You'll hear from the officers who risked their lives to save others during Hurricane Helene.
You have to tell yourself it's not going to happen to you. But it did.
1 week later, so many Bay Area residents are still trying to come to terms with the disaster that they never imagined. Where things stand now, 7 days after the storm.
In my book, it's all about speeding up the process in a fair, accurate way.
Navigating insurance claims after a storm can be a major challenge in itself, where you can get your questions answered in person by insurance companies and state officials.
From Tampa Bay's #1 news station, this is the Fox 13 6 o'clock news.
Good evening. I'm Chris Cato, in for Mark Wilson.
And I'm Allie. Corey, thanks so much for joining us. You know, it's been 1 week after Helene. The cleanup, of course, continues. And unfortunately, there is more weather on the way. We want to send it over to Nash now, who is in for Paul tonight, with a check at the tropics, and they're a little active.
Yeah, continuing to keep an eye on that same spot we've been watching for a little bit over a week now, kind of on the heels of Helene. A big area of disturbed weather out here in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, where there's a lot of deep tropical moisture in place and the potential for tropical development as the National Hurricane Center has bumped up those